people have been asking me like, how's training going? And it's honestly going as best as I possibly can implement it into my schedule with every task that I have every day. I mean, I'm super busy, but I'm learning to be more organized with it because I have so much going on, and running is definitely a part of that, but also family, work, relationships, everything that's in my life is a part of it. So I have to implement hours of running every week into the schedule. So I've been running a lot, but also I've been developing organization skills, just more proficient. So I'm not just wearing my body down. Just this last weekend, you know, I had a little head cold and the sniffles and was sneezing, and was supposed to run long on Saturday, but I decided to cut that run in half. Actually, I was going to run a 40 miler. So I ran 20 instead around. I was at the Central Coast in Arroyo Grande. Then I went around to Avila Beach and back down Shell Beach Road and back actually into Pismo, where my wife and daughter picked me up, and it was perfect because they left me a text message, and I was just about to call them, just saying, where are you at? And they were right on the corner on Price Street, and just waiting for me. So woke up the next morning early, and the plan was to run from Arroyo Grande to San Luis Obispo, which is on the map, on my phone, it said about 16 miles. Ended up being probably 18.25 from my log and from my entry. I kind of ran past the street that I was supposed to turn, and then I had to make my way back, turned around, and found my way to the San Luis Obispo Triathlon, where all my tri-clubbers were competing and just having a good time. So that was just it's fun to go point to point when I run. I was thinking about that on one of my runs, that I like going point to point. And that's why I think Limitless is going to be cool, because I'm going from point Visalia to point Santa Monica, and my determination will take over. Dialing forward with my eyes ahead, focused on the task at hand, making sure that my calories are coming in, listening to my body and how it's feeling. Do I feel strong? Do I got to slow down my pace? How my breathing, is correlating to everything. Am I breathing relaxed? Am I able to control my heart rate? I mean, there's so many dynamics that you do think about when you run. But then, on these longer runs, 2-hour plus runs, you're so dialed in that sometimes your mind turns off. And I'm starting to realize, like, that's why I love running, because whether business or life, relationship, family, whatever's on your mind, you can just kind of go out and zone out and get away from it and just think about nothing for a little bit and meditate, but then think and have idea and create action. So then immediately when you're done with the run, you can have many ideas and you go write them down and then create the steps. And that's what I want to teach in Limitless, is that anybody is capable. I mean, I know I say this a lot, but it's just putting your mind to it. It's developing the work ethic. It's developing the skill. It's developing the personality, the philosophy, the personal growth, the trust, the drive, the motivation. I mean, use all those words in your life. Limitless will take you there. You have to have this mindset. That's what it represents. And when goals approach you, take a step back. You don't just rush into it. Take a step back, think, and then plan, and then action it. Doing Limitless is hard. I mean, I feel I'm doing the best I can with my running routine, but I know there's more running to be done, and I need to. I mean, it's a priority to run more and stay injury free. So I am completely ready for this event, because this journey is going to be daunting. I mean, 75 miles just once is hard and tough on the body, but doing it 4 consecutive days and then waking up and running a half marathon into your destination site is going to be just a tough experience. But training is where I got to prepare, and that's part of, I mean, it's just teaching me so many things and how life should be lived. And I'm seeing, what I'm also seeing too is I read the book The Alchemist on one of my runs, and they talked about omens, and our omens is things like that happen in our everyday life that just mean something to you. They're impactful, they're significant, and you learn to cherish that omen, and you learn from it, you grow from it, you get better from it, and then the next step is there, and then the next omen will approach you, and you got to seize the day, you got to seize the opportunity. Carpe diem, man. And if you don't, then you're left behind because somebody else will. And that's how chess, this game of chess is just played, and you got to be willing to take that next step and take that risk and step out of your comfort zone. Limitless is going to teach that. So if you want it, if you're involved, if there's anything that you can bring to the table, you have to. That's what Limitless is about. Having the confidence in yourself, create that belief system in yourself and in other people. Believe in other people, believe in yourself, and I mean, almost anything becomes possible. And I say almost conservatively because you have to be realistic with yourself, but you give yourself a realistic, ambitious goal. I mean, it's just a matter of putting in the work and accomplishing the goal, and then assessing, celebrating, and then moving on to the next goal. And it's possible. I'm learning that from my running. I'm not saying that I am the master and an expert at it all. I am just continuing every day to work on my craft and work on my personal growth and my relationship with other people, my relationship with the Lord. I mean, all those things are going to be constant chores of my daily life. Motivation comes from within. I just wrote an article about it. It comes from deep within. You have to create the fire, create just a small flame so other people can help you develop that flame and spark it. And if you have just a little bit of motivation, and that grows each day, each week, each month, each year to more and more motivation, then what happens is you continue to just soar to new heights all the time. You conquer a goal, you assess, you go after another one, and you just get to where you want. And it starts right now. You can't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow passes, and you can't wait. Take advantage. I leave you with that. Limitless.